Look here. A nation with over 60% of the world's lithium deposits must be a powerhouse economically if the leaders are focused on developing the nation. We have got over 13 million tons of gold that are hidden in Zimbabwe since that last report that I saw said about it. We have got platinum. We have got lithium. If we are saying we are diverting from agriculture so that our economy is now centered on mining, then we need to bring proper mining procedures that create potential employment and support other industries that are related to mining. Mining can absorb a lot of people because it's labor intensive. So you'd find you need shifts and production. I find out say kumira. But that has failed because people are diverting the gold that they are getting. It was swindled out of the country, smuggled out of the country. So the government is not benefiting. It has created loopholes that it is now failing to manage. Saka in order kuti vaite kunge zvine simba zviri kuedza kugadziriswa panombonzi aiwa nechasuduswa yabatwa aine gold, like they are trying to do something. Panongotaurwa nyaya yemunhu 1 2 azobatwa ane gold, uyo azobatwa ane gold. But basically, what is the percentage of arrest against those that are sneaking through because of corruption?
Welcome to Zim One, a platform where every voice matters and every idea counts. This is a space dedicated to nation building, shaped by the thoughts, hopes, and lived experiences of the people of Zimbabwe. From the streets to the classrooms, from farms to factories, from elders to the youth, we bring together brilliant points from different gatherings of citizens across our nation. These are conversations rooted in reality, driven by patriotism, and guided by the belief that Zimbabwe's future is built by its people. Here, we listen, we reflect, and we share ideas that inspire unity, progress, and sustainable development. This channel is not about politics alone. It is about solutions. Not about division, but about collective responsibility. Join us as Zimbabweans from all walks of life contribute insights that strengthen our communities, uplift our nation, and shape the Zimbabwe we all want to see. This is our voice. This is our vision. This is nation building together.
Could we not have built very nice industries that support mining so that our sons and daughters do work here in Zimbabwe and not go to Botswana to be maids, not go to Durban in South Africa and be victims of xenophobia? Why can't we do the right thing once Zimbabwe? Our leaders, it's only by a pen is stopping that our president can stop anything that he deems this is not right for the development of the nation. But it's unfortunate that the trend of failing to control the systems that they are deemed to be running has cost Zimbabwe since the late 80s when Willowgate scandal surfaced. Because Mugabe did not arrest those that were involved. That's how we declined. People started stealing. They were emboldened that those that committed the Willowgate were not arrested or imprisoned, save for Nyagumbo, who committed suicide or was alleged to have committed suicide. So you find that failure emboldened vana brigadier Karakadzai vakaiswa kuNRZ ikatanga kudona, because kuti muchazoda kuti musunge vanhu maita maexamples evamwe vamusina kusunga. Munhu wese anenge angonongedzera kuti kouyo, but then vanhu vemusystem menyu, you end up failing to control them. But pane vanozonzi vafarisawo vazopfuuridza, ndo vanogona kuzonyura usana Mike Chimombe. Fine. But kuti as a nation, if we were serious about controlling corruption, Honestly, we have got the capacity. Our police force is renowned across SADC. One of the best police forces, whether it's investigation team riya rinoita serinoshanda, but rinopedzisira risingawane mari, because the government right now is one of the worst abusers of workers in Zimbabwe. Central government has become one of the worst abusers of their own workers. The very people who keep the engines running, the very people who should be benefiting as being government employees. The largest employer in Zimbabwe is the government. They've got the capacity yekuti mupurisa wese, musoja wese, ani nani achipinda basa achitanga kunzi atanga service yake ye20 years, anokwanisa kupuwa loan yekutenga imba, yekutenga motikari. And they back that. As government, they have that capacity. They have got a capacity yekuti, you see this issue yekuti noto akukupai mukano wekuti mutenge motikari duty free. The pay that they are giving you cannot make you manage to save for a car. So vanoita kunge vapa. Now what does happen? You end up wakuenda kumunhu ane mari dzake ari kuUK kudiaspora ada kutengera motikari ada kuita sei. You approach him, shamari, iwe uchitora hako motikari mari unayo, ini hurumende yangu yandoshandira haindipe mari yekuti ndikwanise kutenga motikari, wochindipawo kana ka1000 kana ka1500. That's how vanhu are redeeming maningi makaniki loans avo avari kunzi vatori negovernment kunzi tengai motikari, but isusu tongokupa duty free, hatikubatire mutero, when they know they can't afford that. So it has declined the visibility of government workers on the social scene. Musoja, mupurisa, teacher kana achienda kubasa, antori neka-side hustle, kanga kakutengesa masweets, kanga kakutengesa huku, antori mahuku akutengesera mashefu ake and stuff like that, and votengerwa vachisupport, because nemashefu acho anenge autoziva kuti bado vapana vaka mahwani havana mari. But way yekusapota yacho yekuti vanotenga kwauri futi would then build allegiance kwavari. Say that unopedzisira pamwe usaone kuti but these are part of the challenges that we are having. Because tinokomborana nyaya yepay dzedu kana nyaya yema-leave days kana ichi, but they are not handled properly. So the government have taken the pole position to abuse their own workers. This is cascaded to the private sector. Why? Because those same government ministers and staff are now private employers. They've got companies in glue making, they've got companies in trucking, because they destroyed the National Railways of Zimbabwe so that they can take the business that the National Railways of Zimbabwe was taking from their trucking businesses. So they are now holding nyaya trucking. So they employ my workers as the private sector. Private sector ndo kunobhadharwa munhu. Ndo kwatinoziva kunopuwa pension yakanaka, ma-leave days, because une uchinyengererwa anditika kuti ugare pabasa uperform iye anenge achita maprofits. But they are now renowned pakusatobhadhara manje ma-workers. Recently I read one article inenge I can't remember which city, but in their security, whereby a certain guy was not paying very well. I think 120. There's a security guard who was killed. Yeah, he was killed at per premise. But salary yake payakazobuda manje. He was guarding over 31,000, but he was earning $122 per month. That's how pathetic, and it was a senior official, this particular owner. So they have also taken a route in showing how you can abuse workers in Zimbabwe. And that now has been followed by the Chinese. The worst people to follow the Labor Act in Zimbabwe are the Chinese, because they've got money to buy the police, they've got money to buy labor officers and everyone. So mushandi akudzvanyirirwa nekusapiwa pay, vanomirira vacho havachaita basa nemazvo because of the corruption that has engulfed our nation. So today, As you workers celebrate your day, it is a day that we are with you and thinking about the challenges ahead for you as workers of Zimbabwe. Pension haisi kunyatsokusevheka, hapana anything medical aid chaineri yekutamburira. Ana Pazimas vakabirwa mari nana Dube, nana Cuthbert Dube, zvikatongopera zvakaita zvakadaro. So we are sympathizing with you. We do understand the terrain that you are traversing right now. Whether you are a security guard, whether uri mushandi wemurestaurant, chef vako havakupe mari yakakwana, but kuti utaura hausi kukwanisa because vanhu varikuda mabasa vakawanda. You are being abused that way. You can't rise up and say anything because urikuda kungonyengerera basa. Unozonzi wakundikana. Pamwe wakarambwa nemurume. You are a single mother. You are trying to fight your way up. So unopedzisira waita hang on. Pakupedzisira unogona kupedzisira waitwa tempted necorruption nekuba wodzingwa futi basa riya. We are with you today. We really do understand. But the one thing that can overcome any challenges is unity. Let me tell you, indeed Zimbabwe has got problems. But these problems can only be solved by talking as a people. We need to talk for the sake of our workers, for the sake of developing employment in Zimbabwe, so that our brothers and sisters do not run away to South Africa only to face the wrath of xenophobia. The only thing that can solve that is talking. Our leaders need to talk. President Emerson Mnangagwa and Vice President Chiwenga should talk about Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe has shed the highest level of blood of more than any other country in Southern Africa, especially during the liberation struggle and after, during the Gukurahundi.